I'm live right now. Hi everyone, my name's Chris and I want to talk a little bit about bed bugs. Because for the last month or so, I have dealt with this nuisance. And finally, as of maybe 3 nights ago, I am free. And it's just the worst thing I think I've ever dealt with in my life. This is what my girlfriend's skin would look like. Now, if your skin looks like this, and you're white, you probably have bed bugs. Like, it's a very high chance that you have bed bugs. If your skin looks like mine and it's clear, you still could have bed bugs because not everybody reacts the same way to the bites. Not everyone reacts with like such extremities. Some people just chill and nothing happens to them. And so you could have them and never know. For me, it felt like I was unclean constantly. It felt like I was dirty. I took showers every single night, which I know sounds weird that I'm bragging about that because I typically take a shower every other night because my skin tends to dry out because I have dry skin. But that's another story for another day. But yeah, I took showers every single night, like without a doubt before I went to bed because it's the only way that I felt clean. I felt itchy constantly. Like I wouldn't even be at home and I still feel itchy. Whenever any kind of wind or dust or anything hit my skin, I would react instantly. If a cord touched me, I would react instantly. Everything around me felt itchy. If I sat on the couch, I felt it. Like even now, even though I know that we're done with this entire ordeal, I still feel like I can feel anything touching the hairs on my skin. It's super unnerving and puts you in a really weird place to be in touch with the world because you realize that everything that touches you is touching you. You know what I mean? It's weird. You also become really irritable because you're not sleeping as much because you can't sleep through the night because you are in realization that there is something creeping around every corner, every nook and cranny that's going to eventually bite you. And that is a horrifying experience I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy. Because I would wake up almost every single morning at about 5 a.m. and I couldn't go back to sleep because I knew that if I did, they were coming. It was even more unnerving when you look at my girlfriend's skin and see she had bites on her neck. That means they had like right here, and I sleep next to her. So that means they're like right here from my face, like right here. They probably were on my face too and bit me. I didn't even know. That is ridiculous. And yet we found relief. So we basically tried to do our own home remedies at first. We picked up one of these guys, which didn't work at all. It's a professional ultrasonic. I'm just gonna let you see the box because it's bad font, and I used to be a designer, so whenever I see bad font, I instantly don't trust the product. And I shouldn't have trusted this thing, but I was so desperate, that's where I was. But bad font normally equals won't work, and in this case, it absolutely did not work. It didn't. It did nothing. It did nothing. This thing will release ultrasonic sounds into the air and apparently like ward away bugs or ward away anything that's trying to bite you. It also lets out the sound of a cat sometimes, which I thought was hilarious. So like, oh, babe, go get the cat. Go, he wants dinner. But there was no cat. It was just this thing making noise. We also tried this stuff. It's called, I can't pronounce it, diatomaceous earth. It literally is supposed to kill bed bugs. It takes the bed bugs, I think, a couple days to die, but they'll like crawl through this stuff and then it'll literally erode their insides. It's kind of barbaric if you think about it, but we still have a whole bunch of it left over. So if anybody needs it, let me know. I'm doing giveaways. Like, not a sponsor, but I think that helped. But in addition, I think that really we had to get rid of the mattress and the box spring. We had to get rid of the thing that you put your bed on too. I don't know what things are called anymore. We got rid of basically the entire bed. The entire bed is gone. It is now $1,000 wasted. So if we're doing the tally of how much I spent between the laundry and getting rid of a bed that I'm still paying for, I basically wasted about $2,000 trying to get rid of these things. By wasted, I meant it's something I didn't want to spend. It's $2,000 I didn't really have, but we spent it anyway. Sometimes it's nice to have my freedom back where I'm not constantly itchy. It's nice to not have to go to bed at night worried or going to bed at night alone because, of course, the girlfriend's getting bit constantly in the bed, so she doesn't want to sleep there anymore. So she's sleeping on the couch, and so now we're like having issues in our relationship because that puts a toll on you after a while. We had to do a lot of things to get ourselves prepped for a professional treatment for the bed bugs, which are luckily our apartment complex paid for. If we had not had our apartment complex pay for that, we'd be paying another $500 for that. So if I owned a home, we'd be like almost $3,000 in the hole. But Still, anyway, they had to remove all our light switches because bugs will crawl into your the holes in your light switch. They'll crawl into the holes in your plugs. I don't know what you call the thing the plugs go into, the outlets. So crawl into your outlets, and they'll hang out there, and then they'll come out at night because they're that small. They're like the size of an apple seed. They're that small though. They'll crawl out and they'll get you, and they'll go back in. So you gotta dust and put stuff in all those holes. We had to put everything in our closets, out of the closets, and put them into the center of the living room and the kitchen. Apparently, bed bugs don't like the bathroom, so they're not as big of a deal in there. So put everything in the bathroom. We had to relocate everything. Our apartment's been literally a mess for a month. We weren't able to cook because we couldn't get to the refrigerator. We couldn't get to the stove, and it's just been terrible. Like, I haven't been working out as much because I've been so nervous. I've been slept a lot, so I don't have enough energy, and it's just been a literal wrench on my life. But again, I think finally we should be fine. I literally the other night we were hanging out and we were talking, and the treatment place said they found one bed bug in our box springs. We got rid of that, like I said. But then we were hanging out and we were talking about 2 a.m. because we both couldn't sleep, and we saw a bed bug crawling on our wall, and I'm like, "Yo, that's it. That's the thing. That's the thing. Kill it!" And I killed it, and now I think that we're bed bug free. The girlfriend hasn't had a bite since, and now we're just kind of waiting it out to see if anything happens in the next couple of nights. If we find that she has no more bites, then we are finally, hallelujah, Papa bless, free of the bed bugs. But that whole journey was one of the worst things I've ever experienced in my life. And I want to ask you, what's the worst thing you've experienced in your life? If you want to talk about that tonight at 8 p.m. Central on twitch.tv/blackmanpodcast, I'll be live there. Come on, it'll be a good time. I'll see ya. I'll be there laughing and probably itching a little bit, but we'll do it together. But I do want to hear more about your guys' stories. If you like this video, you may like my other videos. Check them out right here. And I'll see you guys next time over here at this channel. You can also find me on Facebook, on Twitter, and on Twitch, Discord as well. All these links are down below in the description. Thanks.